All right. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new 1% weekly sentiment stream. As you guys know, we run these every single Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Now, I did pre record this one as I was not able to make it for today, but I still recorded it, posted up for you guys, so we'll be able to trade for the week. We're also going to go over a trade on the sentiment stream that we took actually this morning on Monday. Very nice GC trade. It actually got us almost 3% in profits already on the new evaluation. So we'll talk about that trade that we took, why we took that trade, and what we can look to do in the next one. So as far as this week goes, we're going to go over some gold. We're also going to go over some US30, and then we will look over Ethereum and Bitcoin as well, and then we will end it for today. We will be trading NY this week at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So Tuesday through Thursday this week. We have NFP on Friday. So no trades on Friday whatsoever. Because NFP is on Friday, we trade Monday. That's the only time that Mondays will have a very smooth move. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Again, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, feel free to join the paid mentorship at discord.gg/leverage. That is our Discord group where we go over everything as far as trades go. We trade live. We have live trading streams. We do community giveaways. We have everything you guys would need as far as joining a mentorship for something that is real trading. It's not just a signal server. I try to give you guys something that will last long term, right? Something that you can find consistent, something that you guys can always go back to. So as far as the 1% weekly sentiments goes, let's go ahead and jump it off here with some gold. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these, and we'll talk about gold on the higher time frames here and see what gold has given us. So if I jump to my higher time frames here, starting off with my H4, or actually let's start off with the daily here. If we're starting off with our daily chart, as far as where we're at currently, we're sitting in a range. So we had a nice push to the upside right here, break of structure to the downside, another daily break of structure to the downside. So we are currently sitting within a range of liquidity right now. Now, because we have a double daily break of structure to the downside, we have that possibility of continuing down. But if we notice and we go to our weekly chart, this just looks like a pullback, right? A possibility of us continuing to the upside from here. So we do have to be careful with this range and saying that this is a full reversal just yet. The best way to confirm that is going to be from our higher time frames. So we'll want our daily most likely to come below these lows and to close below lows like this. Same thing with the H4. So watch on your H4 here as we build throughout this week. I think November is going to be a little bit lower liquidity for gold. Gold still obviously makes great moves, but I just think it's going to start doing a little bit more of a range type of behavior just due to the fact we've had this huge run of the past couple of weeks and months. But as far as GC goes currently, just sitting in this range, we did have a break of structure to the upside here, another one to the upside as well. And that's why I actually looked to take the long that I did when we did take it. Now, this was a midnight opening manipulation trade. This was a little bit different as far as timing goes. As you guys may have noticed, I took it right at around 12:30 this morning. We had a nice little M15 break of structure to the upside, another M15 break of structure to the upside, and then right when we came back into these lows right here, we rated liquidity and then broke structure to the upside once again. If we go to our M5 chart, we can see that break of structure occurred right here with a beautiful push up, break of structure right over that high. Here's our candle before candle, and then we had an area of liquidity. I took this on a lower time frame, candle before candle, if it decides to load here for us. Yep. So there we go. We can see the trade that was taken right here. Price came up, candle before candle can be shown right here. This is that M1 candle before candle, or that flow block that we like to call it. Trade was right there. Excuse me. Trade was taken right there, and then we had a nice little push into those highs that we can see right here. So that's the trade that we had taken, a nice little, I believe, 1800 on GC. As far as total profits go, we are sitting at 2.75% out of the 6% that we need to make it, and it's only been one day. So we've been we did a very good job as far as that goes. Let's continue to repeat. But as far as gold goes, we are going to be looking at, again, just more so range behavior here. Look for previous highs or previous lows within a close lower time frame range to take your trades. On a higher time frame scale, we still need that show of hand either way for us to be able to decide long or short for gold specifically. Now moving on to YM or Dow Jones or US 30. All right, higher time frames for US 30. It looks like we're finally getting some sort of pullback here. On our daily time frame, we have just been making higher highs and higher lows for a very, very long time now. A couple months since the start of the year, I believe. We've just been continuing up. We've just been rising to the upside, breaking structure to the upside, and continuously pushing to the upside. Now, what this does show is that we have that possibility for that pullback. And with this most previous move, we have that possibility to see that soon, right? So as far as what we are looking at currently, on the daily chart, we had a nice little high, low, lower high, and we're starting to make a lower low. So this is where we can see if we actually do start a reversal or not. If price does close down here, create a lower high and a new low, then we have that reversal in play. If it does not do that, and instead it just makes a low and then a high and then a higher low and a higher high, now we have the availability for price to continue into this high before it decides its next direction. So as far as YM goes, we have that possibility of continuing downside here. We have NFP this Friday. So I'm going to kind of be watching this week as far as what it builds, what it will be ready for as well. But YM Monday made a very, very nice little push to the downside that we can see right here. Again, like I was talking about, NFP Mondays are very, very smooth to trade. NFP Mondays are the only Mondays that I'm actually looking to trade most of the time. But as far as YMC goes, we had a nice rate of liquidity right here coming into that 930. Break of structure came at 930 that we can see right here. 935 came up, and one most likely candle before candle was formed right here, and then it was continuation into the full lows of that specific range right there and back into areas of previous demand. Now, as far as Tuesday goes, watch for a continuation to the downside because Monday showed the same exact thing. But if Tuesday does come through and we just break structure continuously to the upside, as Monday still has not finished quite yet, then we will look for those longs, but a little bit less likely just based on the fact that Monday has made that push to the downside. So we will watch and see for then. Now that was YM. Let's go ahead and move into some Ethereum and some Bitcoin, and then we will talk about what to look for next. Ethereum, 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 Ethereum. Finally getting that raid to the downside that we've been looking for. So it looks like it gave exactly what it was showing here. I was actually looking for some shorts for us to catch some swing shorts. All is well though as far as this goes. We got a nice daily break of structure to the downside right here. Our daily area of supply or that candle before candle can be seen right here. Price came right back into that daily candle before candle and made that push to the downside. It should now continue into this low, and I would want to see it start to form new highs after coming into these lows right here. Now, it could have just rated all of this liquidity that we see right here and decide to reverse around this area. But as far as, higher time frames, lower time frames go, we're still very bearish, man. H4 is showing the same exact thing. Break a structure to the downside, came into the candle before candle here, and is continuing to the downside. Watch your H1 to kind of do the same exact thing here. We can easily just come all the way back up, maybe even raid these highs and then break structure down. Watch for that type of behavior for continuation into this low right here. If it does not show that and instead just starts to continue up, break structure through these highs, then we have that reversal available. Sorry, I got all these squigglies on here, but it's the easiest way for me to be able to show this for everybody. But as far as that goes, man, that was Ethereum. Let's move into Bitcoin. That's going to kind of show us the same exact thing. Rate of liquidity, rate of previous demand that we have drawn right here. Daily also showing that bearish behavior, man. This one is a little more interesting because it did not close below these lows. So this one is showing a little bit more manipulation. We have the possibility, but watch how this daily closes right here. If it does close below these, then we'll look for continuation to the downside. If it does not, then we'll look for that push to the upside instead. But that is what I had for you guys today. I do appreciate everyone that did join. As far as this week goes, man, we started the Top Step account. We are already up 2.6%. I will be showing that for you guys as well within the server. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We have everything out there as far as that goes. But again, appreciate everybody that did join today. For those of you who were not able to make it, this was recorded. Will be posted to YouTube within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So appreciate everybody that showed up today. I will see you guys on the next one. Be on the lookout for our stream tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern within the Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, definitely get with us. Let's continue to shine. Let's continue to go crazy, boys, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.